Hey, it's Adam. Let's see what we got here. What's going on? Don't have anybody who's come in yet, but this should be fun. Guys, we got Monday Night Football. We got college basketball today, which I don't have anything on because I'm going to be totally honest. I don't know what I'm doing there. But I'm going to have my friend Shayne come on. We'll talk a little bit about NFL, and yeah, let's kind of get going. I'm going to jump in right now. Basically get to see me play around on my computer like always. Let's see what we got. I never know what I'm doing here. Bang, there it is. So yeah, anyway, this is NBA, but let's take a look. We're gonna do this before Shayne gets here. We will look at this. We will look at the fact that the Bucks are 8.5-point dogs. Sheesh. I mean, this you know what? I mean, this Kansas City team doesn't ever cover against anybody. But look, this Bucks team has nobody. This Bucks team, everybody is basically dead. So, that said, let's have some fun with this. Okay. So, this is a really long number. If I had to pick a side, like the Bucks cover, man, the people are low on the Bucks all the time. And it doesn't really make a lot of sense because Baker just never stops firing. Hang on a second. Let me just make this bigger. Can you guys see this? You guys can see this. Okay, great. So, look, Baker is constantly going to be firing. It's sort of just like what he always is going to do. So I do like the Bucks. You can just look. Kansas City just never actually covers this. Florida plus 350 dogs is crazy. The other thing I do like in this, though, I like the over. I really do like the over. I get it that Baker doesn't have a lot of folks, but that hasn't seemed to stop this team because their defense isn't good. Their offense, look, they're fourth in scoring, and then their defense is last. So either way, it's working out well. Oh, look at this. Coming in hot. What's up, Shayne?
What's up? How we doing, man?
We're good. We're just talking about the fact that the Tampa Bay Bucks are this perfect combination of a high-scoring offense and no defense.
It is an over-better dream for prop sides and game total. I agree with you.
Yep. That was the first thing I just said. I just said, let's get an over going in here. So it sounds like out of the gate, you're like, yeah, I agree with this one.
Yeah, their defense is pretty pitiful. I'm interested in the only thing I'm looking scared about for like the over total is I think Kareem Hunt can do whatever he wants on the ground. This rush defense besides Vita Vea is absolutely pitiful. KJ Britt ranks bottom tier. Levante David was injured earlier last week and just awful. And Tyron Stranka, the defensive end, ranks 80th out of 105 defensive ends and stopping the run. So, and they've been really, really pounding Kareem Hunt to the death here. And I think they're just doing that because Pacheco's coming back and he'll be RB1, so they don't really care. But he's been getting like 20 to 18 touches a game, this guy.
I mean, he's back and he's there. I mean, so we got someone in the chat already asking Bucks total over 17.5. I don't hate that. Let me just see what we got here. It's even money. I actually really like that. That's a great find. That's a great find by 850 out of 904. That's a fantastic find. It's even money for them to do something that they've done 9 out of the last 10 times. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're basically asking for them to get 2 touchdowns and a little more. You get 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. I don't hate it. But look, my biggest thing is that Baker's just going to keep firing. I don't know how much I love the Bucks to cover because if you look at the common opponent stuff, the Bucks have not done well against any of these teams. And whereas the Chiefs just kind of like had their way with everyone. They did both teams collectively destroyed the Saints. I don't know what that says.
They also just fired their head coach. That says a lot.
Pretty much. Okay. So let's kind of look at a couple props and go from there. I'm going to put on this thing. Let's see. NFL default props. Okay. Shayne, what do you got for me?
I'm interested in I think, like we said, the Bucks are going to have to throw. So I'm not really interested in any running props for the Bucks, but a Trey Palmer receptions or receiving yards, he's going to get the weaker cornerback than McDuffie. McDuffie's like their all-pro man-to-man guy, but this guy Joshua Williams is projected to play today. And, 4th-round pick out of Fayette State. I mean, he's not the greatest, and I'm looking to target him. I think Trey Palmer is going to be WR1 today, considering, Evans is out and Godwin.
Let me take a look on Trey. I did like Trey. I liked his ADOT stuff. Like, this is one of the things that I like to do here. I'm going to do this right now. Everybody gets to see me go to a site that is not Outlier. It's FTN's. If FTN people are watching, I share my account. Shayne's one of the people who uses it. Everybody uses FTN data, so I'm not super concerned about this. But let me just take a look. All right, so when I go to defenses and I do that, I like to look at like how is the defense doing overall. Kansas City's defense is really good. Let's see, but they're middle of the pack when it comes to yak. They are. Let's see. For the passing side of stuff, they're good about yards. Okay, so here's what they're good about doing. They're very good about limiting yards per route, but they are very bad at limiting the yards after catching so let me just see now what the ADOT is, because this should be pretty much lower on the bottom side. Why am I not seeing KC? They're in the middle. Yeah, okay. So basically that makes sense because Patrick Mahomes has a super low ADOT. That basically what's happening is that guys are basically able to break tackles. So what I'm going to do is I want to go to the Bucks and I want to find a player that has a pretty good yak rate. And let's see what that is. Who's got a good yards? We have to do the unqualified ones because so many of these dudes are dead.
Yeah, the injuries make this one kind of cool for variance, right? You don't really know who's going to be pounded.
Yeah, so like if we go to wide receivers, Godwin's dead.
Yeah,
I don't even know if Peyton Durham's dead. Rashad White's not a terrible person to take for this. As well.
Their running back backfield.
K-Dot and Trey Palmer. Who you want? You want Trey Palmer. Trey Palmer certainly is getting. Let's see. I mean, Trey Palmer is certainly getting the most targets. I would say Trey Palmer, K-Dot, and Rashad White are who you want.
I'm hoping that he pulls the Joshua Williams corner, the weakest corner in this Chiefs secondary. But as you mentioned, poking holes in this Chiefs defense is by no means easy to do. But we do know the script's going to be the Bucs are going to be from behind, so we won't see a lot of running. So maybe running back, receiving yards, and receptions, and Trey Palmer is kind of the game.
Yeah, I like the Trey Palmer. I like the Trey Palmer stuff. I like the and I like Rashad White receiving. I think.
Yeah, that's kind of how you got to attack the Bucs.
What's that?
That's kind of how you have to attack the Bucs offensively.
Let me just see also who Kansas City. It's great. Most of this show is just like us getting to play on my computer. It's great. Let's see.
Good. People can see how to actually do this stuff.
I knew they do this. We're looking at stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it. I would say Cade, I would say Tucker, and Rashad White. So let's kind of look at that right now. Is he even wait? Why is he not listed? Oh, Trey Palmer. Sorry, Palmer. Yeah. That's the other one. Why do I have no props listed for him? Is he? Oh, there. His touchdown is there. Let's see. Let me restart this. That's weird. I don't know. I don't see them. But let me see if there's another guy. Let me see if Kate Otten stuff is up. Well, Kate Otten stuff is up.
Yeah.
Kate Otten has a pretty bomb line here. Oh, I know why. Maybe it's because I hadn't restarted this. It's fine. Okay, so Kate Otten's been crushing lately too. Let's see what he is. Well, I'm not going to do 220, but I'll do. Let's see what 50 yards looks like. 50 yards looks good. Things have been getting a lot tighter. Oh, they're the worst against tight ends.
Yeah, that's probably because they have their guy Drew Tranquil playing linebacker, who ranks 70th out of 77 linebackers. He is abysmal in coverage.
Yeah, we can take a look at PFF. This is actually as long as reception. I like a lot too. Let's see.
This time of year is hard. The markets are pretty efficient this time of year.
Markets are really efficient right now. Riley Green and Brandon Porter out of the gate. Riley Green home run. Yeah, that's exactly future Philly Riley Green. I like
lead off homer. First at bat.
Let's see this though. Looking at running back. Look, Alexander Madison had 29 yards receiving. Kamara is 40.
Is
wide receivers against them. I mean, here's the thing: all these low-level bums on the Raiders, arguably cooked.
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers, who is a comparable? Would you say? I define Jacoby Myers as a yak guy.
I would.
Let me just see Jacoby Myers. But that's what I like to do. I like to see like, okay, who's the guy who did that? Jacoby Myers. Oops. What is it? Why is it not working? I don't know. Oh, is he? Who knows? I don't know. Is Jacoby Myers dead? Is that it? That's the problem. Oh, it's because I have it on. There it is. Jacoby Myers. Yeah, man. I mean, Jacoby Myers gets his yards per route is good. He gets that. So I would put these in the same realm. There's Myers stuff. He's like 2.9 yak per route. And then what are we talking about? Palmer.
Yeah, try
3.4. Yeah, it's the same. They're the same kind of guy. Probably a little bit more upside on Trey Palmer because he's less of a possession guy. So I like his yards.
His game script, I feel like that is.
I like his yards a lot. So I would do that. I would do his yards.
I don't know why it's not up. That's annoying.
That is really annoying. Maybe it might be just I have to log out.
Because without Trey Palmer, they have legitimately no other wide receivers.
Everybody gets to see me. Everybody gets to see me put my Outlier confirmation code in live. Let's see, 51703. Let's see. There we go. Cool. I do like Trey Palmer though. Well, here's the thing. Did he wake up angry?
No, yes. Check his Twitter. Check his Twitter. Yeah, there's no lines up yet for him, which is weird, but like I'm assuming it's gonna be there's only touchdowns for him, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming his is gonna be what did he have last week? Let's go to it. Game logs for Tampa. In a game where they got blown the F out. 2 for 29. Okay, so he's probably going to be at 27 and a half, 24 and a half, I'd say. 24 and a half. Sean coming in, and I already know what play that Sean really likes. And I'm going to kind of pivot to this immediately. But Patrick Mahomes throws the ball into other people's hands all the time. There's a nice, pretty chart.
Wow.
I highly recommend betting this.
That's crazy.
I have Patrick Mahomes 35-1 to lead the league in interceptions. So I am not betting this because I just don't want to eat at my let him get 4 of them tonight. That's fine. I'm into it. I will probably parlay this with Baker interception because Baker's is minus 140. And I think that if you do that, this is a slam this. Like, I think that this is a great play. The fact that it's plus money is just wild. It's like they're waiting to just like bust out of it or something like that. And it's not happening. Like, even if you go last year, like this is him last year, dude.
Yeah. I had no idea it was that bad. And the fact that he's like second or third in MVP voting is just crazy.
So, I mean, we can talk about that in a second. So anyway, so everyone knows, if you have Mahomes, if you have any future on anybody to lead the league in something, you generally shouldn't be betting them every single week because you kind of eat away at like what's going to happen. You could also just tell me like, hey, have yourself, let me bet what I want. And that's fine. But I'm not betting Patrick Mahomes on this because it is a very big payout as long as he does this. And I don't want to mess around with it. But I will parlay it with Baker because Baker's chart is even better. Baker, I believe, has 2 in multiple games. Yeah, Baker has 2 in 3 straight games. And this is only minus 140. So I will be parlaying those. I think that his interception is great. Again, we gave respect to a defense. So he's also higher in the MVP voting because look who he has to throw to. It's all bums. So
they got D-Hop. Oh no, Baker, you're saying Baker.
No, Mahomes.
They got D-Hop now.
Baker's talking about it. He knows his problem, and he's really aware of it. He just keeps doing it. Baker is like, I gotta be honest, like Baker is like white Jameis Winston to me. Because he's just kind of like, he's like, yo, that's a really bad throw. And he's like, yeah, I know, I'm gonna keep doing it. And it's just like he just keeps doing it, and it's great. And I'm into it. They're 2 of the most likable players in the NFL. But I would absolutely say that Baker Mayfield is white Jameis Winston. Okay, so what do we got here so far in our cart? Okay, I have the Tampa spread that I'm just taking off because I like the over more. I like the over.
Also, when Mahomes doesn't cover, so the last game he didn't cover, he does cover the second. He doesn't not cover twice in a row essentially. So I think they cover today.
Okay, yeah, I think they win by 10. So
just because the Bucks are so depleted, it's so hard to see.
It's just it's hard. I mean, we literally just talked about how we really both like the two guys who we like the most. The three guys we like the most are Rashad White, who's literally one of the most historically inefficient running backs. Who else? We liked here, let me change this so that we're over here. There we go. We liked Kate Otten and we like Trey Palmer.
Yeah.
Two of those three guys barely make a squad.
Yeah. Also, to talk about motivation, I mean, the Bucks dropped both games this year to the Falcons. They pretty much lost the division.
Yeah, they're already out of the division.
Yeah, so they lost the division. Two of their top wide receivers out, and one of their top corners, Jamel Dean, he's out on the IR. I mean,
it's not good. So I don't know why Lamar Jackson. Oh, it's because he has a Thursday game. I'm like, why is Lamar Jackson just like sitting here randomly? Lamar Jackson props are there. By the way, I see this. You should bet Lamar Jackson over his passing, just in case. But we're not going to talk about that for this show. Other things that might work. What about Baker? What about Baker rushing? That has been a fun one. Let me just see this.
That's not bad considering that they play man and blitz a lot, which will allow lanes.
Right, and I really do like it. The longest he's hit his longest rush because he's been running for his life. His rush yards is probably at 50. Dude, that's low.
Yeah,
I think we might have to.
They're gonna be down 14 last possession. Baker's gonna do it.
It doesn't matter. He's not gonna have anybody open. He's gonna just run and
that garbage time scramble. He's gonna get it.
Yeah, he is gonna get it. I do like it a lot. Let me just see this. Can't see Chiefs QBs. Purdy winner. Okay, so Gardner Minshew doesn't run, so that's not a worry to me. 27. Jake Hayner at 11 yards in mop-up duty. Lamar like cooked this team in the game that they lost. But so I don't know. I guess I'm not as into Baker's rushing, but I'm definitely into his interception. I'm definitely into Palmer, even though it's not there, and I'm definitely into Kate Otten. If you want to look at like how tight ends have done against this team, like everybody eats against KC. Mm-hmm. So let's just put Kate Otten in there now. Kate Otten over his longest. I think that's good. He's been doing it. And he's a good yak guy. He's also just like not getting this if he isn't getting his longest reception has a better hit rate than his receiving. So I like that. Here's the thing. It's like this is a Florida resident. I'd like Baker close to 10 rushing yards. I agree. It's a little bit too high for me. Okay, so who do we like? Who do we like on the Chiefs?
I think you got to go with Worthy, right? I mean, he's going to get a rookie out of App State, Tyreek Funderbank, since they have Jamel Dean out, and Worthy rookie here. I'm really interested in that matchup. I think they're going to ease Hopkins in. I don't think they're going to pound him.
I mean, he's just an under guy. So
yeah, I like Worthy's yards.
Let me take a look. Oh, let me just take a look receiving wise. Let me find a couple things that are telling me about this receiving defense. Okay, they actually have a really low ADOT. Oh, so because they play zone.
Yeah, they play a lot of zone.
I was like, why is their ADOT so low? But their yards, I bet, is really high. And their yards is low too. It's because they're willing to give up receptions to tackle people in front of them, but they're bad at tackling, so they're probably getting lost on. I mean, Mahomes isn't a big ADOT guy, so it doesn't matter.
They also were without their two top safeties to start the year. They played a lot of cover 4. I saw a lot of drop off in their zone, so I think they're playing safe because they didn't have the players in the back, and now they have the players up in the back. They're playing a little more aggressive.
Let's see. 3. God, they give up so many passing touchdowns. It's like unreal. Let's see their air yards. So their last 3 air yards games. Is this the last 3 games that they played?
They played Falcons, Ravens, Saints.
Okay, so Falcons, Ravens, Saints.
Wait, that's Bucks. I'm sorry. They played Raiders, 49ers, Saints.
I don't know why it's not updated then. No. For the Bucks. Tell me for the Bucks.
Oh, I was right then the first time. Bucks played Falcons, Ravens, Saints.
Okay. 363 air yards to the Falcons.
Yeah, that's pretty
392 air yards to the Ravens. And then what was the other one you said?
Saints. At Saints.
For some reason, only one of the Saints things is popping up here. Whatever, it's not an outlier site. It's not my
Still,
problem.
you let Lamar Jackson toss you around for 300 plus. That's pretty. He's a running quarterback.
Crazy. Let me just see. I think they're. I have. Yeah, actually, their ADOT's gotten worse. Okay, so just like everybody, people will just throw on this team. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do Xavier Worthy. Let's take a look. I do like his receptions at plus money over a lot,
Juju's
especially
out.
because by design, that's what they do. And I just don't like messing around with an ADOT on a quarterback that I know that knows he's good enough that he doesn't have to throw 300 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let me see what's Mahomes passing number? It's probably let's see. Oh wow, it's 250. It's pretty high for him. That's really high for him. He had 260. This is a very high number for him.
His pass attempts is also really high, 33.5.
Yeah, this is a very, very high number. Who are they playing next? Are they playing the Bills next?
They play next 49ers. No. They play Broncos, Bills. Broncos next.
Okay, so divisional. The next week is the look ahead to the Bills game.
At Bills.
I think this is too high. I'm not going to take an under. I don't want to take an under.
Kareem Hunt runs all over this defense. I don't think Mahomes has to do 35 passes tonight.
I don't think he's going to have 35 pass attempts. Is a lot, dude.
Well, it's 33.5, so 34. We'll call it 34.
That's a lot. That's
this
a lot.
Year he's only done it 3 games, 39, 39, 39.
Has he done it? Is there a home split? Let's take a look. He did 39 against the Saints. Game was weird.
This is pretty crazy. His last 20 games in prime time, he's gone over this in 80% of them.
Well, hold on. Let me just see, because if the total, here's the thing, is that if they score less than, this is Mahomes. If they score like so when they actually go under, so the total is this. His last 10 games where the total went under 44, he flies over it. When the total is, let's see, if they go over this, he goes under. That's it. So there you go. So basically, this is really kind of correlated to an under more so than an over. So, yeah. All right. Well, I still think that it's a lot. So I'm going to put that in there. And then who else do we kind of want to do here? We got Xavier Worthy. Do we want
an under? I think Jalen McWilliams pulls McDuffie. He had 8 and 7 targets back-to-back games and failed to reach his receiving yards with 8 and 7 targets. I mean, he gets what? An all-pro corner, one of the best corners in the league?
Terrell.
Yeah, McDuffie.
Oh, you're talking about this? You're talking about who are you talking about? You're talking about Jalen McMillan?
I'm talking about Jalen McMillan under receiving yards because he's going to pull McDuffie on the other end of the Chiefs.
All right, he's getting a much tougher assignment this week than he did last week, and he still didn't get it last week.
Yeah, and he had 8 targets last week.
Yeah, I think he's going under this. This is a good one too. The under 40. I just don't think he's also just not. This isn't the kind of guy that this isn't the stuff that he's built for. I like his reception. Might do a little over receptions under.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for here. Suggesting.
He's just this dude. He's not. I don't even think he's let me see. I just want to see something on his yards because I don't think he's a. Yeah, he is like. I mean, even when he gets it, it's like he is not a yak guy. Like he was like last game, but look how they were down. They were down. This wasn't actually. They were never in this game. So. Yeah,
Trent McDuffie is only allowing a 77 passer rating this year and over 250 coverage snaps. That's really, really good.
I like to look at the game logs when I do that. Okay, so that looks good. All right, so we got a bunch of bullshit. It's great.
It's an ugly game. With injuries makes this kind of ugly. I'm not gonna lie, with the injuries.
It does. But yeah, no, Gio, to your point, yes. Mahomes, his overs are correlated to the total. 250 is just high.
For a primetime game too, yeah.
Yeah, it's really high for a primetime game. For a primetime game where they're gonna have a short week. Because then they're gonna because the second half they're just gonna want to get out of there. Second half unders on Chiefs have been great. I actually am kind of eliminating this over for the game just because I like it. I just don't want to bet it, and I don't want this. I really don't want this Bucks points. I think they're gonna land on 17. I like the K-Dot and over longest. I like the Mahomes interception. I like the Baker interception. I like the Worthy receptions. You liked Worthy yards?
Yeah, I like Worthy yards. And then you get a couple bombs in there.
Let's see. There's his rush yards.
They brought Juju in kind of to be like the underneath guy a little bit, I think. And now they're going to really just use.
Oh, this is so low. Why is this so low? Who getting these targets?
It's low.
Gio's asking me, do I think it's more of like a 28-17 Chiefs game? Yeah, which still goes under.
And covered.
28 is even hard. It's probably like scoring for like 20. Like it's not the easiest thing to do. It's still also it's outside. It's not in Tampa. So and this McMillan under and the Worthy over. I really like this Worthy over. Worthy might be this might be a
if he pulls that rookie corner Furbank from App State, he might blow past this.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Cool. All right. Have you looked at I haven't looked at a single thing for college. Have you looked at anything for college?
I got a couple. I took the lines are kind of gone now, but I took Vanderbilt minus 25. It's like now 30. I took Xavier minus 23. It's like 27. And I took Penn State minus 20. That's like 22.
I haven't taken a single thing yet. So wait. So okay, what did you take? You took
I took Vanderbilt minus 25.5. It's going.
Vanderbilt is
30,
by 30. Eastern Shore's terrible.
Yeah.
They never covered this last year, just so you know.
I think Eastern Shore's FCS.
Oh wait, they might have. Yeah, no, they never did. They never covered it. These are all tune-up games. They're great. Any injuries we care about? Transfer portal, so he's out. This guy's out. Like, is Vanderbilt good?
Kind of.
Stackhouse still the coach?
I think he got fired.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm putting this here. What other ones did you like?
I took Xavier minus 23.
Xavier's good.
Yeah.
Nice Catholic school.
Yeah.
What else did you like?
Ole Miss, Mississippi.
Man, this is a loaded slate today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the Long Island Sharks. Yeah, they're killing this team. I'll bet that one with you.
24.
That one's an SEC school is going to go play an FCS school.
Long Island.
The Long Island Sharks. The Sharks.
These tune-up games in college basketball are the funniest thing.
Dude, this is crazy.
More so than college football, in my opinion.
Oh, I think this team's going to get destroyed.
Imagine Alabama playing Long Island Sharks in football.
I just want to see this team against Merrimack. This team's not going to be able to do anything. Their best game was against Fairleigh Dickinson. No, this team stinks. I don't know if I mean, I'll use Ken Palm for a lot of this stuff.
There's a couple websites out there to help you like generate power ratings, and then you can generate.
Yeah, I'll use that to kind of be like, hey, who's a senior? Who's like over this?
Seniors is a way bigger thing in college basketball than it is in college football.
It's a way bigger thing because the rotations are shorter.
Yeah, it's crazy. It makes sense.
So Florida State, want to fade Florida State across the board. Dude, Northern Kentucky is not bad. They win the Summit or whatever they were in. Kind of like that, and I'm just all about fading all Florida State athletics.
Yeah, dude, they're that football program. They quit as soon as they got 2 losses. They quit. Like they were like, we don't care anymore. We have 2 losses. That was crazy.
Joe Flacco, Delaware against Bucknell. I like that.
Did you bet Colts last night?
What's that?
Did you bet the Colts like me last night?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
That was bad. That stunk because all they had to do was really run it.
One more first down, they would have ran it out.
And they didn't do it. And they were like, "No, we're going to do this." That was a terrible game. I cashed on Pittman under.
There you go.
Receiving yards and Hawkinson over longest.
There you go.
So, All right, that's the stuff to look at. All right, cool. Well, Shayne, it's always real. And it's
Yes.
always even realer when you do it last minute for me. We just come in and we drop a bunch of plays, and no one
unload.
ever cares if we win or lose because we're fun guys. So I'm dropping those in there. All right, so tell everybody where they can find you and your rants.
You can find me and all my rants and my nonsense on Twitter at Shayne Trail, SHAYNE. That's how you spell my name. You can follow me there. I go back and forth to Adam sometimes. There you go.
Yep. And Wednesday's night show, Gio's coming in. We're gonna talk hockey analytics for the 7 other people like him and I who bet hockey. I've been on an NBA and football heater, so I have not paid attention to hockey as much. Actually, I did secretly bet the Rangers puck line on Saturday because it was plus 140 against the Isles, and the Isles are dead. So and that was a very nice, easy cash. But Gio's gonna take us through all of his nerd stuff right from his new apartment with his new internet. It's gonna be great. Cool, man. All right, everybody, for Shayne, I'm Adam. You guys just got a whole bunch of plays. We put them in the chat, bunch of nonsense, but basically we think the Chiefs kind of dominate with the exception of tight ends and garbage time wide receivers. So
and watch those Trey Palmer lines.
Watch the Trey Palmer lines. Yeah, when that drops, that's a good one. All right, guys. At Hey Rosenberg is me, and good luck with your bets. I will see you guys all very soon. And